Hello everybody. I have an announcement about Season 4 of Dakota Spotlight I want to share with you in just a second. But first, I want to tell you and I want to show you where I am at the moment on this beautiful November day. It's actually November 3rd, Election Day. I am in Glen Ullin, North Dakota at the spot where Victor Newberry passed away in 2014. For those of you who have listened to Dakota Spotlight Season 1, you know the story. Victor was found next to his running vehicle one morning in December, and law enforcement decided no foul play was involved. And those of you who have listened know that there's a little bit more to it than that. In fact, here is a memorial for Victor, small cross. Another thing I'm going to do for you in a moment is drive the route that Victor would have driven from the bar in downtown Glen Ullin back to this point. And while I do that, I will play a little bit of audio from Season 1 for you as well. But back to Season 4, the announcement I want to make is this, that starting Thursday, November 5th, Season 4 of Dakota Spotlight will begin. And this time, although I can't tell you what the case is, it's going to be an unsolved case, a cold case. And our intention with this season is to solve this crime. But we're going to need some help from some of you. And I'll tell you all about it on Thursday if you tune in for the podcast. And I can also tell you that Season 4 is going to be ongoing, and we intend to put out episodes every Thursday. I don't know if there will be 4 episodes or 40, because this is an investigation with the intention of having it solved. Another thing I can tell you is that we're going to be setting up a tip line for Season 4 so people can call in with tips. But if you're curious about what Season 4 is actually about, I would love to have you guess and write it in the comments of this post on social media. So give me your best guesstimation, I guess, or what story are you hoping that we're going to tell on Dakota Spotlight Season 4? Okay, I am out of the wind finally, and I'm in downtown Glen Ullin. I'm going to film a little bit of the outside of the bar where Victor worked and the area here, and then we're going to drive the route that Victor drove to the location we were just at where he passed away. Again, looking forward to you following along on Season 4, an unsolved cold case. Again, let me know if you can guess what the topic of Season 4 is, and put it in the comments of this post. I'll see you then. Bye. You've heard of Fargo and likely Bismarck, North Dakota, too. But just west of there lies a wide open and mostly peaceful rolling prairie, sprinkled with tiny communities, each one a rural hometown to less than 1,000 people. It was in one of those towns in September of 2016 that I heard an outlandish story. A man was murdered by organized crime, I was told, and local law enforcement didn't do a thing about it. But small towns are proven and self-proclaimed gossip factories where tall tales and rumors run wild and unchecked, just like the Buffalo did when adventurers like Lewis and Clark, General Custer, and Theodore Roosevelt explored this territory. To track and hunt down every untamed story that roams these plains might leave even the most experienced seeker exhausted and lost. But what possible harm could come from stalking just this one story, I asked myself one day. How hard could it be, and how long could it really even take to refute this silly rumor and instead find out the truth of what really happened to the man who died? A day? A week, maybe? My name is James Woolner, and with Dakota Spotlight Season 1, I'd like to tell you about some of the surprises I discovered on what became a 7-month-long expedition through the unknown and unexpected territories of one man's perplexing death.
Are you an investigator?
Writer and podcaster. I don't know if you ever listen to podcasts.
You know what? They should have a FBI on this. You know, it's about time this happened.
Morton County Sheriff Kyle Kirchmeyers ruled out foul play as a cause of death for 51-year-old Victor Newberry of Glen Ullin, found dead outside his vehicle on December 27th.
Back when that thing happened, it seemed like it was kind of swept under the rug.
Next thing you know, they found him dead laying out there, so I don't know who did it or what did it. There's speculations. I'm not going to say no names or anything.
So many of these things are kept so quiet and hush-hush.
Not traumatic, but just the weirdest things that ever happened.
Okay, that's all that was ever found out about it.
Law enforcement are trained to give you a loop around.
For Victor that night to leave the bar without a coat or his phone.
There's already been all this controversy around this case.
I don't understand why he was even out there.
Passed by it so many times, I never even think about it. It's a small little road.
It was just very, very unlike Victor.
I was so out of character for him to be out there.
I mean, for lack of better words, stupid stuff.
When you live in a small town, everybody knows pretty much everything.
I would like to know who those people were that came in that bar that night.
The number you dialed is not in service.
The number you dialed has been changed, disconnected, or is no longer in service.
Forwarded to an automated voice message system.
Everybody in town wants to know what happened.
Would 1406 still be upstairs too, right? Yeah, I'd go upstairs, man. I bet it does.
And I said, you get out of my face, and you get out of my face right now.
In so many words in their drunken state, yeah, they would always say, you're a dead man and shit like that.
Only 4 people know, and 2 are not people. You knew, he knew, God knew, and the damn devil.
Subscribe today on Spotify, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts.